Who the fuck is Kevin Sorbo? Seriously, who the fuck is this guy? I know he's on my YouTube feed, and I know he's spewing shit about atheists, atheism, and everybody else who doesn't buy into a bunch of religious nonsense. Who is he? Seriously. Oh yeah, that's right. He's that washed up, has-been actor from Xena Warrior Princess. Didn't he used to play Juxer the Mighty? So anyway, yeah, Kevin Sorbo. Sorbo was, in the early 1990s, a titular star in the spin-off series Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, which was a spin-off of Xena Warrior Princess, which was a badly written but really campy, cute, Grogiptolonian swords and sandals live-action cartoon, of all things, and was quite possibly one of the gayest things on television at the time. Yeah. And Sorbo turned out to be a nasty, vicious homophobe. Funny how that works. Yeah. So as a side note, we're actually getting some breaks in the cloud. We might be getting some sunshine. Finally, after pretty much a solid month of dull gray overcast. Isn't sunshine wonderful? Yeah, sunshine is wonderful. Let's get some sunshine. As I was saying, Kevin Sorbo was in Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, which was a spin-off of Xena Warrior Princess, which was a live-action cartoon from the 1990s, set in a even more ridiculous version of the Grogiptolonian genre, which I gotta explain Grogiptolonian to you now, right? Yeah. So yeah, Grogiptolonian is Greece, Rome, Egypt, Babylon. Yeah, all those areas rolled in together with their classic and golden ages rolled in together so that you can literally have Julius Caesar and Alexander the Great teaming up to rescue Queen Nefertiti, who has been kidnapped by King Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, and meeting biblical patriarchs. And these movies were made in the 1950s and early 60s, and they were terrible. But they were so fun, and they were colorized after production. Yeah. And yes, they were mostly made in Italy and France and Algeria. And the actors were predominantly out-of-work World War II veterans, both Allied and Axis, who had taken to acting as a means of feeding their various drug habits. Yeah. And then they were translated into English using one voice actor to do all the different voices, and they sounded terrible. Everybody sounded like this. Yeah. It was bad. But the movies were great when I was a kid. I loved them. I think today I'd be a little embarrassed by them, but yes, the Grogiptolonian movies of the 50s and 60s. But on back to Xena, which takes us back to Kevin Sorbo. Yes. As I said, Sorbo, a washed-up actor whose greatest claim to fame was Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, which was, as I said, a spin-off of Xena Warrior Princess. Yeah. And since then, he's done nothing of value. Oh, but wait, you say. What about God's Not Dead 1 through 12? And I think they're filming number 13 by now. Well, as I said, he hasn't done anything worthwhile. So yeah, for the most part, Kevin Sorbo has just been spewing his personal hatred and venom against a world that has left him far, far behind. And, well, he and his wife Sam are mostly reduced to ranting and raging against progress, basic human decency, civilization itself. Yeah, they've become religious cultists in a very sad and scary cult of hatred and cruelty. A cult that, quite honestly, I wouldn't want to be associated with. American-style Christian fundamentalism. Yeah. Yuck. In any case, Kevin and Sam Sorbo now devote their lives to lashing out against atheists, homosexuals, Muslims, poor people, school teachers, medical professionals, taxi cab drivers, and just about anybody else who's not an obnoxious and malicious right-wing American Christian fundamentalist. Do they lash out against people that are not white? Well, yes, they do. And yes, it is racism, as well as religious hatred and bigotry that motivates them. Can they be reasoned with?